You're going to sit there so you can see him. Okay. Wait, no. I know Mom's got you on everything. No, I'll put it away. She's good. He's over eager. It's good. So, the one thing I left in my car. Okay, that's good. We're going to leave the battery. We're all good. It's not going to be All right. Prayer. Second, here's the stuff. I'd say, all right. Shabbat Shalom. Good morning. It's wonderful to have you all here with us on this Shabbat of Parshat Noach, the Shabbat of the Torah portion Noah. We name our Shabbats after our Torah portions. Today, Leo will be reading from the Torah a little bit later as part of becoming bar and a bar mitzvah, son of the commandment. And so today, as some of you know, and for those of you who are guests, allow me a moment to share. When a young man or woman becomes 13, they become bar or bat mitzvah, a son or daughter of the commandment. Now, the truth, I don't really share till this morning, as it happens automatically when they reach a certain age. So what's going on today is that Leo shows us not only he's reached a certain age, but he's developed the skills that we would hope for every young man and woman, to be able to lead other Jews in prayer, to be a teacher, and he will teach us during the service about the meaning of his Torah portion. He will read from the sacred scroll of our people, the Torah, and carry it through the synagogue, and he takes upon himself the responsibilities of being a young Jewish man. And what those are, we can talk about a little as our service goes on, but one of them is leading others in worship. Another is taking upon himself those guidelines, those rules, those ideas that he is now responsible to be a Jewish citizen of the world. Perhaps nothing better represents that ideal than the talit, the prayer shawl whose fringes represent the commandments, the mitzvot, the way of life in the Torah. And so when a young man or woman puts a talit around them, they are not only figuratively, but literally wrapping themselves in the way of a Jewish life. And so as he prepares to lead us in parts of this religious service and worship, a couple reminders. When I forget to do this, I'm always sorry. So a couple reminders to turn your phones to vibrate, and if emergencies occur, to take them outside. This is a religious service. Also a reminder to save all those pictures for afterwards. I'm sure that if he doesn't want to pose for pictures, his brothers will be happy, so you can pull your phones out then. And now as we prepare, we turn to page 289. Now, a word about the prayer book. There are two different versions, the regular week and the Shabbat version. If you find two sets of page numbers in your book, I'll always be referring to the number that's in brackets. Page 289, we come to the blessing for Talit, and we call up your aunt and uncle, Vicky and Richie, to present this Talit they got to you. Here you guys go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav b'tzitzit lahit atef.
Before we turn to the next section of our service, we look to Birchot HaShachar. These are early morning blessings that give thanks, that prepare us for worship, that thank God for a variety of things. Among them are a prayer for our bodies, our functioning, our health that allows us to be here at these sacred occasions, and a prayer for our soul and our essence. Those two prayers are on 291 and 292, and we are honored to be joined not only by Leo's tutor, but a friend and a cantor, Sherry Allen, who helps us with our service today.
Asher yatzar et ha'adam b'chokhmah uvaravo nikavim nikavim chalulim chalulim galui v'yadu alifnei chisei chivodecha she'im yipateach echad mehem O yisater echad mehem, אי-אפשר להתקיים ולעמוד לפניך. ברוך אתה אדוני רופא כל בשר ומפליא לעשות. אלוהי אלוהי נשמה Shenatata bi tehorahi. Ata verata, ata yitzarta, ata nefachta bi. Ve'ata mishamra, mishamra bekirbi. Elohai, Elohai, neshama, neshama, shenatata bi tehorahi.
Nisim b'chol yom, the blessings of the miracles of each and every day, can be found on page 293. We read responsively. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Praise to you.
You, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who opened the eyes of the blind.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who frees the captive. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who stretches the earth over the waters. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who clothes the naked.
Our God, sovereign of the universe, who gives strength to the weary.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who made me in the image of God.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me free.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me a Jew.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who girds Israel with strength.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who crowns Israel with splendor.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. We turn to page 312, and there we find the Chatzi Kaddish, which serves during our service as a bridge, the different sections of our Kaddish, which tells us we are moving from one section to the next, from our early morning prayers to the Shema and the Baruch Hu.
Yitkadal v'yikadash shemei rabba, v'yalma divrach yerutevim lichmal hutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, bagala, uv'izman kariv, v'imru amen, amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach, le'alam bu'al me'amayayid. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal shemei dekudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Amen.
We turn to page 313. We rise for the Baruch Hu. Call to worship.
Baruch Hu et Adonai hamivorach.
Baruch Adonai hamivorach leolam va'ed.
Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praised be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, yotzer or uvarei hoshech, osei shalom uvarei et hakol.
We remain standing as we turn to page 314.
The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes. More welcomed than gold, a Torah from heaven. I have no light to give the morning, my Torah, or my special human gift is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeemed the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer Hamorot. God of all creation, you are blessed with each soul's breath. Your greatness and goodness fill the world. Knowledge and understanding surround your glory. Holiest are you among the holy, seated in glorious splendor, radiating purity and justice, bestowing loving kindness. In knowledge and understanding you created the heavenly lights, giving them strength and power to bring light into the world. Full of splendor, they radiate brightness. The world is warmed by their flames. We rejoice in their comings and goings, reflecting the will of their Creator. Glory and honor they give to you, glowing praises to your role. You call to the sun and it gives forth light. You set the patterns of the moon. You are honored throughout the heavens with songs of glory and praise.
Ahava rabav tanu, Adonai Eloheinu, chemla gedola v'teracham alta aleinu, ba'avur avoteinu ve'imoteinu, shebarchu v'cha, avoteinu ve'imoteinu. V'telamdem chukei chayim, ken techonenu utlamdenu, hamrachem, rachem aleinu. V'tein belibenu lehavin ulhaski lishmoa, lilmodu lilamed lishmor v'lasod. Ulkayem et kol divrei Talmud Toratecha be'ahava, v'ha'er einenu b'toratecha, v'dabek libenu b'mitzvotecha, v'yached levavenu le'ahava u'yira et shemecha, v'lo nevosh, v'lo nikalem, v'lo nikashel, le'olam va'ed, ki v'shem kodshecha, hagadol v'hanora bataknu, nagila v'nismecha, nagila v'nismecha b'shuatecha.
We continue responsively on page 317.
O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully, we recall the lawgivers and prophets, psalmists and sages of Israel. And joyfully, we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you to find purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir in our hearts. Help us live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael be'achava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
On page 319, please be seated as together we join Leo in chanting these words from the Torah.
Ve'achavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha, uvchol nafshecha, uvchol meodecha, v'hayu hadivarim ha'ele, asher anochi b'savecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta ba'am, b'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'lechtecha v'derech, u'pshochbecha u'vkumecha, u'kshartam le'ot al yedecha, v'chayu l'totafot bein einecha, u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'visharecha, leman tizkeru, va'asitem et chol mitzvotai, v'yitem kedoshim le'elohehem, ani Adonai Elohehem, asher hoseiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim, lihiot lahem le'elohim, ani Adonai Elohehem. Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, and earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of land once ravished in war, and now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Lie, 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 yeah, lie, 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 yeah, lie, 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 lie.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, nora tehilot osef ele.
Shir achadasha shibechu geulim, l'shimcha sfat hayam, yachad kulam hodu ve'imlichu ve'ameru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Sur Yisrael, kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, ufedech yinumecha Yehuda v'Yisrael, go aleinu Adonai tzevaot shemo, kedosh Yisrael, baruch atah Adonai, ga'al Yisrael.
We are on page 323. Our service can be visualized almost as a series of steps of ascent. We move from Michamocha, the words from the Torah that speak of the joy of freedom as the Jews crossed the sea in their exodus from Egypt. And then we come to a central prayer section of several pages that speaks both about private and public prayer. We join together as one and hope that we can find the words to face God. For those of you who follow this Hebrew prayer in English, you'll notice that it speaks of our ancestors going back to the first Jews and their covenant. And through those words, we then reflect on the role of faith in our own lives. We begin together, and then there will be time later in this prayer section for silent prayer. But first we rise, page 323, O God, open our lips that our mouths will be able to praise.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avotenu, v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha-El Hagidol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imachot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem Leman Shmo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagain Baruch Atah Adonai Magain Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, וישני עפר, מי כמוך בגבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzifa'ot, Melocho ha'aretz, Kivodo.
Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Madir, Shimacha bechol haaretz, Baruch Kevod Adonai, Mimkomo, Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshienu, vehu Yashmienu, Berachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimoch Adonai le'olam, Elohai yichzion, l'dor vador, Hallelujah. L'dor vador nagid golecha, u'lenetzach netzachim kiddushatcha nakdish, v'shivchacha Eloheinu mipi lo yamush, Leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim. Your holiness, your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Visham.
Please be seated.
V'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat
Lidorotam berit olam v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat Lidorotam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael od hi le'olam od hi le'olam v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam Uvayom hashvi shavat vaynafash Shavat vayinafash, Shavad vayinafash, Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, La'asod et HaShabbat, Ledorotam b'ridolam.
Let's read together at the bottom of page 329. The meaning of Shabbat is to celebrate time rather than space. 6 days a week we live under the tyranny of things of space. On Shabbat we try to become attuned to holiness and time. It is a day on which we are called upon to share in what is eternal in time, to turn from the results of creation to the mystery of creation, from the world of creation to the creation of the world. On the next 3 or 4 pages, you find different prayers in Hebrew and English. You can look to them or use these few moments for your own silent reflection on this Shabbat.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol yoshvei tevel.
We turn to page 362 for Seder Kriyat Torah LeShabbat, the service for the reading of Torah on Shabbat. And if you're looking at these service booklets, which have these great pictures of Leo on the back there, if you flip into the exact middle where the staples are, you will find the Torah portion. Now, there's a difference between this Torah portion and that Torah portion. What's one of the big differences, Leo?
There's no trope.
Aha! So the musical notes that tell Leo how to chant aren't in that Torah. The vowels that tell him whether a word would be yihiyu or a yihiyav or kol or kal or whatever, those are not in there. Now, I know what you're thinking, that seems mean, but the truth is the system of vocalization developed many hundreds of years after the writing of the first Torah. People just sort of knew how to teach it. Orally, they passed it down, and in time, the Masoretes developed a system where all this nice vocalization came in. But, as we are people of tradition, to read from a Torah scroll means to read from it as it has been read for thousands of years. And so as Leo walks through the congregation in a few moments and carries the Torah, he'll be reading from the words inside that scroll as they have been read and taught and shared over the generations with the Jewish people in whatever land they've lived, in whatever place they've been, and as they have interpreted its words to their lives. As you can see, he's going to be in the 11th chapter of Genesis, near the very beginning of the Torah, in a Torah portion called Noah. He'll be reading from the story of the Tower of Babel. I'm not going to say more because he's going to teach us a lot about it after he reads from the Torah and the Haftarah. You will notice as he walks through the congregation that some members of the congregation will choose to touch the Torah scroll with a prayer shawl or a book. By no means do you need to do this, but a word of explanation. This is a sign that some choose to have of respect for the words that are within the Torah, its teachings, more so than for the actual Torah scroll itself. And so as we prepare to take out the Torah, as he prepares to read from these sacred words, we call up to help us take the Torah out of the ark, Aunt and Uncle Vicky and Richie Shapiro. We're going to call up Nana Kate and your mom and dad to pass the Torah through the generations, and we are going to call up your brothers Jack and Max to undress the Torah. For the rest of us, we rise as we turn to 362.
Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai ve'ein kemasecha malchutecha malchut kohamim umemshaltecha b'chol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai melech Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai hoz le'amo yitein Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom av harachamim heitiv avir tzonecha et Sion tivnei chomot Yerushalayim tivnei chomot Yerushalayim ki vecha levad batachnu melech el ram v'nisa adon olamim.
L'dor v'ador, the people of Israel have survived somehow miraculously through many nations because they have passed Torah down from grandparents and parents to children, from loving hands to willing students. These words, these teachings, all that are represented, are now passed to another generation once again.
Ki
Mitzion Tetzei Torah Ki Mitzion Tetzei Torah Udevar Adonai Mirushalayim.
In this scroll is the secret of our people's life from Sinai until now. Its teachings is love and justice, goodness and hope. Freedom is its gift to all who treasure it.
Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol kadosh shemo, gadlu ladonai iti uneromima shemo yakdal. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanehitzach v'hahod ki chol bashamayim uvaretz ki chol bashamayim uvaretz lecha Adonai hamamlacha v'hamid naseh lechol rosh Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Vehishtachavu, Lehar Kocho, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Vehishtachavu, Lehar Kocho, Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Al Shlosha Divarim, Al Shlosha Divarim, Al Shlosha Divarim, Haolam Omed. Al Shlosha Divarim, Al Shlosha Divarim, Al Shlosha Divarim, Haolam Omed. Al HaTorah v'Avodah v'Al Gemilut Chasadim. Al HaTorah v'Avodah v'Al Gemilut Chasadim. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama.
Please be seated.
Did you guys come up for an Aliyah, right? Right? So don't go far. Stay right there. Oh, Kale's fine up. Bingo, amazing. Here's what we're going to do. Even though Can't hear Sherry's here to help, we're also going to stick this here so we don't roll up on you.
So we are reading. You can follow the Hebrew or English in your books from the beginning of chapter 11. And for our Aliyah to the Torah, Ya'amdu Likro et Torah, we call Talia and Josie Shapiro. And on the bima here to join us, Max and Jack, your brothers. And I know you're juggling a lot of things. You can just listen. But if you want to follow on the blessing that they're about to chant for us, that blessing can be found on page 368 of the prayer book. So whatever you want to follow. We join together, and there we go. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol haminim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayahi hol haaretz safat ahad udavarim ahadim. Vayahi ben asam mikedem vaim seuvik be'eretz shinar vayeshvu sham. Vayomru ish el re'ehu hava nil bina levenim v'nis refa lis refa vatahi lahem halvena le'aven v'hahemar Haya lahem lachomer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Don't go far. For our second aliyah to the Torah, Ya'amdu Sheni, we call Valerie and Eric Simanek, your parents, to stand next to you, and you guys can stay right where you are.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Hambarach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher baruch banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomru hava nivne lanu ir umigdal virosho vashamayim v'naaseh lanu shem penafutz al penei ha'aretz vayered Adonai lirot et ha'ir va'et ha'migdal asher banei banu hadim. Vayomru Adonai hen am achad v'safa echad lechulam v'zeh hachilam la'asot. Ve'ata lo yibatzer mehem kol asher yazmu lasot.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Shlishi, our third aliyah to the Torah, Ya'amod ha'bachur ha'bar mitzvah, we call up Levi Moshe, then Eric and Valerie to call up for the aliyah from the Torah.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Hava nerda v'navla sham sifatam, asher lo yishme'u ish sifat re'ehu. V'yafetz Adonai otam, misham al penei ha'aretz, v'yachdelu livnot ha'ir, al ken kara shema Bavel kisham. Balal Adonai sifat ha'aretz, umisham hefitzam Adonai al penei ha'aretz. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
To To dress the Torah, lift it and hold it, we call up. To lift and dress the Torah, we call up Heather Davis and Johanna Gessner, and we ask the congregation to rise for a moment as the Torah is lifted.
Okay, who's holding the Torah? Okay, there we go.
Zot Torah, Asher Samoshe, Livnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai, B'yad Moshe.
Please be seated. We continue with the Haftarah, the additional concluding reading that is connected in some way to the Torah scroll, this one in which the prophet of Isaiah, living hundreds of years later after the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, speaks about a rebuilding and, as a sign of God's love, mentions to the Jewish people in exile God's promise to Noah and the people with the rainbow and the covenant that God made then. In a reaffirmation of the covenant, Isaiah speaks about better times ahead. The blessing before reading the Haftarah portion can be found in your prayer book on 372. The Hebrew that Leo will be reading can be found on the same page as the Torah portion in the middle of your booklet.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar bin ve'im tovim v'ratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai Habocher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'Nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek b'rega katon azavtich uvrachamim gedolim akabseich b'shetzef ketzef histarti v'nai rega mimech uv'chesed olam richamti amar go'alei Adonai ki me Noach zoli asher nishbati me'avor me Noach od al ha'aretz kain nishbati miksof alai umig orbach ki hecharim yamushu v'hagvaot temutena v'hasdi me'itech lo yamush uvrit shlomi lo tamut amar merachamech Adonai. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, rock of all creation, righteous one of all generations, the faithful God, whose word is deed, who creates by speaking, whose every command is just and true. For the Torah, for the privilege of worship, for the prophets, and for this Shabbat, that you, Adonai, our God, have given us, for holiness and rest, for honor and glory, for everything, Adonai, our God, we thank and bless you. May your name be blessed forever by every living being. Praise to you, Adonai, for the Sabbath and its holiness. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. My journey to becoming a bar mitzvah was long. I had to learn how to read Hebrew, I had to learn how to write a speech, and I had to learn about my Torah portion, Noach. I had to learn how to apply it into my own life. My Torah portion, Noach, is a myth to explain why we all speak different languages. It is also known as the Tower of Babel story. The story goes like this. The great flood of 40 days and nights just ended. God flooded the earth because people did not respect each other. God hoped that the flood would somehow cause people to take better care of the world and each other. The people journeyed east to build a tower and to build a city in the Tower of Babel. God watched them build this tower. All that people cared about was making the tower higher and higher. The tower was so high, it took a whole year to get to the top. All that people cared about, this made God mad. We are not sure why, and the Torah does not give us a reason. Why would building a tower be such a bad thing? There are many stories called Midrashim that are written later to help understand God's behavior. In one story, a woman had just given birth, wrapped her baby in a towel, and started working on the tower. In another story, if one person fell to their death, no one noticed or cared. But if a brick fell, everyone wept because it would take a year to put it back. When one worker asked his neighbor for an axe, and the neighbor gave him a spade, the first worker split his head in half. Everyone started fighting. Finally, God had no choice but to get involved. He changed everyone's language so they could not communicate. Everyone split up and went to different places. Different places because they could not communicate. I can relate to this story. I can relate because I get frustrated and angry when I cannot communicate. I get angry when people don't understand me. I say things that I don't mean. Believe it or not, I'm a sensitive person. When someone doesn't understand me, I get really annoyed. Most of the time it's my parents. They don't understand me. I have to work hard to explain how I see it. Other times it's my friends. I get left out of things and that makes me angry and sad. Do you always communicate well with your parents, with your friends, your siblings? Probably not. Do you say stuff that you don't mean? Probably. The Tower of Babel is a sad story. They don't get to heaven. They don't get to something beautiful. They don't get to something perfect. Why? Because they cannot communicate. I know what my Tower of Babel is. It is building the perfect day where everything happens exactly like I want it to. It would be heaven. It would be beautiful. It would be perfect. I have not had a perfect day yet. If it was a perfect day, I would not get into any arguments. I would be able to communicate. I would be able to communicate without an axe or being focused on a drop brick. I would care more about the woman with a baby or a man that died. What I've learned during the journey of becoming a bar mitzvah is that I need to learn to communicate better. It will not be easy, but I will try. This is what becoming a bar mitzvah is all about, promising to try and make the world a better place. It's called Tikkun Ulam in Judaism. For me, it is learning to communicate better. I have to. I need to be more careful in choosing my words when I'm talking. I need to be more careful in controlling my expressions. I need to communicate better. By doing this, I am making the world a better place. My world, your world, everyone's world. This is what I am promising. I hope you understand me. The last thing I want to communicate is a lot of thanks, lots of thanks. I want to thank all my friends for joining me on my special day. You all are special and make life fun at school, in the park, playing sports. Hope we can always communicate. I want to thank Rabbi Zimmerman and Cantor Allen for helping me learn and communicate Hebrew and trope. Cantor Allen came up with strategies just for me so that I could communicate well. I know I probably wasn't the easiest student when it came to learning Hebrew, but I'm grateful for your time and patience. I want to thank Rabbi Micklenberger for the yod that I used to read Torah today. I want to thank all the people who came from far and near to join me on my special day. Aunt Vicky and Uncle Richie came from Minnesota, so did Nana. My cousins Talia and Josie came from Chicago. Crazy Uncle Mike and Becca are here from Chicago too. Grandma and Grandpa Simanek are here too. Aunt Barbara and Bob from California. I want to thank both Heather Davis and Johanna Gessner and her family came too. They're like sisters for my mom and aunts for me. I want to thank Bobo and Jojo. They couldn't be here, but they've always supported me. We have always communicated very well. They're watching me now on their computer from Minnesota. Hi Bobo, hi Jojo. I would really like to thank my brothers Jack, Max, and Eli. Jack has always been a role model for me. Max is always looking out for me at home and at camp, helping me be a better me. Eli and I are spending more and more time together. We are building a special friendship. Thank you for that. Thank you for all being there for me when I need to talk, for listening to me, for trying to understand me, for making life fun. I want to thank my parents for encouraging me in everything I do when it means making me practice nonstop so that I can communicate. Thanks for being there and giving me the opportunity to be raised Jewish. I love you very much. I want to especially thank my mom. Thank you for doing everything. This bar mitzvah, making my lunch, doing my laundry, getting me to camp each year, shopping and feeding me, driving me everywhere. Thank you for everything you do for me. I love you.
And now I'm going to ask your parents to come over and offer some words of blessing to you.
Just stand right here and listen.
That was beautiful. Wow. Leo gets to sigh a little relief, and I get to start. So, yes, come over here so I can visit with you. There you go. Okay. Having this opportunity to speak to you in front of all of our family and friends is very special. It is unique as well because you do not have the opportunity to interrupt me, and you just have to listen. Having said that, as I'm sure every parent here would appreciate how special this really is, I really do wish I had a whole hour, but I don't. I have two goals in giving this speech. They were the same goals that I had when I had the privilege to speak to your brothers, Jack and Max, at their bar mitzvahs. So if some of this sounds familiar, it's not surprising because I want to share some of the same things with you that I shared with them. My first goal was the same in all cases, was to get through this without crying. This may be particularly challenging after listening to the beautiful words that you just said and you shared with all of us. You are so honest and true, and you are so real in your willingness to share your vulnerability, and it makes you more human and more lovable. The second goal is to tell you something meaningful that I hope will stick with you forever. I bet Jack and Max can tell you what I'm going to tell you. We'll see. I started with a 10-page speech, single-spaced, took about an hour to read. Rabbi Zimmerman told me to please keep it between 3 and 5 minutes and just share a few special points. I realized I was going to have to narrow my focus, but not to worry, I still have that 10 pages, a copy if anyone would like to see it, and Leo is going to, I'm sure, read it later. So, I want to begin with telling you something meaningful that my dad shared with me 34 years ago on my bat mitzvah, and it is just as true for you as it was for me. My father told me that I had a lev hazak, a strong heart. You too have a strong heart. You demonstrate this in all that you do. The strong heart you have is a foundation of your strong character. Something else your grandfather, my dad, told me recently is that he believes that you and I are more similar than we may appreciate. I think he's absolutely right. You are very goal-oriented and intensely competitive. Anybody know Leo? Some of you may say this sounds like me too, right? You are also tenacious and you don't give up until you get what you want. You're a shrewd negotiator, possibly making a tremendous lawyer one day. And you set goals and you accomplish them. We share these qualities. I know that because of our intense nature and our strong similarities, we can often drive each other crazy. I also know that these traits are what make you who you are and are one of the many reasons that I love you as I do. We may both make each other want to pull our hair out at some times, but our love for each other is as fierce and strong as our personalities are. I think you are a fantastic big brother to Eli. I love how you work with him and teach him new things. It really makes me smile when I see the two of you go on walks together and do Pokemon Go. I love the way that you teach Eli things, whether it's standing in our yard, showing him the proper form on how to hit golf balls. You have been a real mentor to him. You are also an amazing younger brother to Jack and Max. You come to their defenses when necessary, and you support them in all that they do. You are incredibly loving and kind to your friends, too. You are thoughtful and sensitive. You genuinely care about other people. I know that preparing for your bar mitzvah this day has been a long haul. It has not been easy by any means. There are many times that you missed out on doing things you would have rather been doing because you had Hebrew school, Hebrew tutoring, or had to practice for today, or something else. This is all part of the journey of this day, and I hope you know that I admire you and I applaud you because I know this wasn't easy for you, but you never gave up. You are a winner, and you are a winner on and off the court, or the field, or the course, or whatever it may be. You're a game day player, and you show up, especially when it counts, and you get the job done very well in most cases, like today. I have a long list of accomplishments here that you've done that I'm not going to be able to share with you all. I'm going to move from sharing everything I would like to say about everything he has accomplished and leave you with some blessings, okay? You may peruse the photos outside later and see him in multiple sports and different things, and that may give you an indication of everything that he has done. Here are my blessings. Leo, may you always believe in yourself. Never doubt your worthiness, your capacity for achievement, your endurance and growth. In all that is important to you, persist with confidence that you are strong enough and smart enough to find a way through or around any obstacle. May you be resilient, resolved to bounce back from every setback, knowing that your focused will is enough to overcome disappointments and frustrations. Leo, may you always love. Know that your heart may be wounded, but it will always heal if you love yourself. Remember, you have a lev hazak, a strong heart. Leo, may you always find forgiveness, especially with me, I hope. Forgive others, too, not only for them, but for yourself. Be kind to those who don't seem to deserve it, because we all need more kindness in this world. Work hard not to carry a grudge. It will only bring you down. Leo, may you always be happy. Remember, happiness is within your reach. Never underestimate the lasting joy and feeling of worth and meaning when you find purpose in love and service to others. May you find a life mate who appreciates you and loves you as I do, completely and forever. Leo, may you study and learn with passion, especially the history and the culture of the Jewish people, your family, and your community. I hope you will continue to be kind, caring, healthy, and funny. And may your future be filled with good health, loving friends, and passionate pursuits. Leo, may you learn that the value of life we make is a question of quality, not quantity. It is not about how many friends you have, but how good and dependable and caring the friends you do have are. It is not about how much money you have, but how you use your money to make this world a better life. Not just for yourself, but for those you love and those in need. As you said in your speech, Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. Finally, Leo, I wish you an extraordinary life. One filled with the everyday miracle of love, friendship, children, useful work, and a sense of how precious it all is. You are a wonderful son and brother, and I know you will be a great man, and after today, a young adult in the eyes of the Jewish people. Mazel tov.
So today I find myself in a strange place. I have been a professor for very many years and historically have not had trouble connecting the dots to get my words across. When I was up here first with Jack, I delivered my message. I was successful at communicating, and I thought confidently that I would be able to do the same with Max. But being human, I stumbled and failed to some degree. I wanted to tell Max in front of everyone how wonderful he was, how the friends he collects around him, like the ones in the back corner of this room, are really a measure of his character, how proud I am of his grit and his commitment to hard work. I failed to tell everyone how wonderful I thought Max was. I failed to communicate. And for this reason, I now am going to work from notes. So Max, at some point, I'll be able to get up on a beam and say you're wonderful. But today is about Leo. It's a very special day, a very special moment in time. And again, my emotions are running high, but I have notes to get through. I'm going to try and connect the dots and to communicate well and to say what I need to say. I want to repeat some of the things your mother said and add a few more. It does focus on your strong heart. I admire your competitiveness, your ability to work. You are relentless in your pursuits. You are impatient and sometimes very impatient. In time, you'll learn that impatience actually is a gift when you use it correctly. Leo, I admire you for your ability to show up on game day, just like your mother does. I love you for who you are and always will, whether you can see me or not. I admire your, wow, glad I have notes. I admire your ability and willingness to teach. Your mom commented on this already. You're a remarkable teacher. I've watched you teach your brothers in the yard. I've benefited from you teaching me and your mom on the golf course. I'm a better chipper because of it. You are so very calm and patient. Observations that might surprise many people. Leo, my lion, you have a strong heart. Your mom is right. But not only is it strong, you've got a large heart as well. Your willingness to allow me to acknowledge Max on your special day is just one example. Another is when we travel, and the sincere compassion for the people who are homeless that you see, and some of us, many of us, may look by. You have a very large heart. Unfortunately, there are things in life that will break your heart. Bad news, times when you or someone else fail. Getting your heart broken is part of living, but Leo, it will mend. Your heart is strong and you have the strength to bounce back. These tough times will make your heart even stronger. Unfortunately, too, there are things in life that will shrink your heart, or at least try to shrink it, to close it to the world, to hide it with the hope of keeping it safe. You have to have the strength to resist hiding and shrinking your heart. You have to have the strength to keep your heart open to the world around you. The reward for this strength is priceless, because finally, and most importantly, there are things in life that will inflate your heart, to make it huge. Life will bring you opportunities, people, and events that make your heart swell with joy. Embrace them. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on the feeling that makes life so precious. I hope your life is full of many of these last things that make your heart swell. I wish you countless adventures, friendships, and events that make your heart so big and joyful that it feels like it will explode out of your chest. For me, for your mom, for a lot of us, today is one of those days. I'm proud of you. My heart is exploding from my chest.
And your eyes.
Yep, and my eyes. I love you, Leo, and always will. Nice job.
Leah, the rabbi is going to bless you in a few minutes using very ancient words called, we know, as the priestly benediction. So here is another interpretation of that prayer. Holy One, please bless us, always be near, watching wherever we go. Shine down your kindness, show us the way, through every path unknown. Guide us with your strength, Keep us in your shelter, fill us with the gift of shalom. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha ve'yichuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom. Guide us with your strength. Keep us in your shelter. Fill us with the gift of shalom. Fill us with the precious gift of shalom.
As we prepare to return the Torah to the Ark to ask God's blessing once again on Leo, we call up Barbara Fryer and your Uncle Mike to open the Ark. We ask the congregation to please rise before the open Ark. Do you need help?
Esaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tom me'ushar darchei Noam v'chol netivoteha shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu
Leo, a lot of advice has been offered by a lot of good people. So before we ask for God's blessing upon you once again, a reminder that since your Torah portion is the story of a flood and a guy who builds a boat to try to bring everybody to safety, and then the boat docks and he gets out, and I wish I could tell you that he becomes a superhero, but he actually plants a vineyard and gets drunk because he realizes the world hasn't changed and all the problems are still there. And then his descendants say, we have a better solution. We're going to go build a tower. All our problems will be better if we're above. And so I think as you find yourself on this journey of life, as you're rowing in your own boat, there are going to be days where you can just manage and steer and run ahead and everything works great. And there are going to be days when the flood waters are really, really rough. And you're going to say, I just don't know if I can do it. There are going to be days when you say, my rowing gets me through here. And there are days when you're going to say, it wasn't my rowing, it was the boat. And the boat is the people in this room. And the boat is the Torah and the tradition that your family have passed on to you. And some days it will seem like it's you doing all the rowing, and some days it will seem like it's the boat that's just keeping you from sinking. But all are one, and all are part of this journey. And if you bring the love and the teaching and the strength and fortitude and courage that you have shown today, then you can just keep chugging along and stay afloat. We ask God's blessing upon you in the great times, in the challenging times, and all the times that will come with words from the Torah, words that Cantor Sherry sang so beautifully. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Leo, may God bless you and guard you and protect you. And on the journey you take and the roads you travel and the lakes in which you row yourself through the waters of life, may God give you all the blessings you need, the love you feel this day, the blessings of peace, the blessings of family, the blessings of Torah and friendship and courage. And we all say, Amen. We turn to page 586. We remain facing the ark as we turn to our concluding service prayers with Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach
Nako latet gedula liyotzeh bereshit shelo asanu k'goy haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo samchalkeinu kahem v'goraleinu k'chol hamonam v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Shemo Ushemo Please remain standing even as we close the doors of the ark. We turn to page 598. We remain standing. We come to the mourner's Kaddish. We note that no Jewish worship service is complete without the opportunity for memory. The words of the Kaddish that sanctify our faith and ask for guidance and affirmation are more important even in our happiest services and our times of rejoicing. For we know that so much of who and what we are is because we are on the shoulders of others. Our achievements a reflection of the teachings and stories and sacrifices of those who came before us. And so we take a moment to reflect on all those who came before us, as well as all those we don't know who have none to say Kaddish for them except us. To all who are in mourning or remember, our prayers go with you. Our hearts are with you in this time of grieving. A brief announcement that will be sent out to the congregation later, as we have so many members of our congregation here, that we are just informed of the passing of Holly Clegg. Information about that Monday service in Dallas will be going out at the end of Shabbat. And so we include her name in our prayers, along with the names of all those we may be remembering on this Shabbat, as together we join on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, B'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayei echon u'v'yomei echon, u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agalal v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach li'olam u'lamei almayah, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbah v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitala, Shmei d'kudsha barichu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbachata v'nechemata, Damiram b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing, even as we affirm life. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. We know there are many who would love to run up and congratulate Leo on this special occasion, but you'll get your chance after services as we greet the family and friends on the way to the social hall. Everybody in the congregation is invited, of course, to a wonderful kiddush provided by family. But there is one person who does get to bring greetings on behalf of the congregation, part of the honor of the job. And so it's my pleasure to call up Howard Bellett, our president, and Leo to receive some presentations.
You want to stand up here? You want to stand there? Stand here. All right. Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day. Full house. You brought everybody out, didn't you? Take a big, deep breath. You're done now. The fun stuff is coming next. So I spoke with your mom the other day, and I shared with her that when you guys moved here like 9 or 10 years ago, on a number of occasions, my wife and my daughter and I have sat behind you and your family during high holy days and different services. You may or may not have known that. But I remember when you first got here, you were like pretty small. These guys were not so big. This one may not even have been here as baby. But we also have a lot of things in common. And I kind of changed my notes and my thought this morning. Your mom had shared quite a bit with me about you. And I want to congratulate you on doing such a great job. You are tenacious, and I'm tenacious. You were born in Bryan. I went to school just down the street in College Station. You go to camp in Minnesota. I grew up in Conroe, Texas, north of Houston. And when I was a little younger than you, my mom and dad sent me to Camp Thunderbird in Bemidji, Minnesota. And I don't know about you, but all of my friends and their parents used to tease my family about could they not have found somewhere further to send me for the summer. But that's not really the reason, and I'm sure that's not the case with you. And I know next weekend, right, you're going to go to Minnesota and see your grandma and grandpa, so that's awesome. So I stand between the motzi and lunch. I'm not certain what that is, but I got some goodies for you to start off. So when you open this up, you're going to find a pair of Shabbat candles from the Women of Reform Judaism. From the Jewish war veterans, your mom told me you're a good student and you like to read. So here are two versions of the books that Dr. Haber's written called They Were Soldiers in Peace and War. From the Men of Reformed Judaism, a book that I hope you'll have and you'll use for the rest of your life, called On the Doorposts of Your House. Your mom told me that my predecessor used to stand up and read, so I promised her I would not do that. And we got a couple of certificates for you. One is a certificate for you to get a little discount when your mom and dad send you to Israel. And your certificate that you actually did this thing. Okay? And you will sign it, your mom and dad will sign it, and then there's some room for you to have maybe your grandma, and then when you see grandma and grandpa next week, since they're watching live as we stream, you might take this with you and have them sign it. Okay? We're proud of you. Congratulations. You did a great job. Have a good weekend.
Before we join in the blessing over challah, the motzi, I want to ask the congregation to turn to page 625 for our closing song, Adon Olam.
Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nira li'ed nasa v'chefzo kol azai melech shemo nikra azai melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kiklot hakol levado himlok nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh v'hu yeh b'tifara v'hu yeh b'tifara v'hu echad v'ein sheni leham shilo lehakbira b'li reshit b'li taklit v'lo ha'oz v'hamisra v'lo ha'oz v'hamisra v'hu eli v'chai go'ali v'tzur chevli be'et sarah v'hu nisi umanos li menat kosi b'yom ekra menat kosi b'yom ekra b'yado avkid ruchi be'et dishan ve'aira ve'imruchi geviati Adonai li v'lo ira Adonai li v'lo ira.
We have a challah. We're going to join in the blessing over bread. After we do so, please give the immediate family a chance to get in the area, in our gathering area, or what some call the last stop between you and lunch. They would like to greet you and wish you Shabbat Shalom. I know some of our younger members, I imagine you could kind of sneak around that. No one will notice and go right to lunch. But I hope the rest of you will join to wish the family Shabbat Shalom. We have a really big challah today, which is good, because to help us say the blessing over bread, we're calling up all four of your brothers and Josie and Talia Shapiro and your Sunday school class. The good news is it's a really big challah. So I'll ask the congregation to rise, and we will join in the blessing over bread. We'll put it right here. We're going to put it right here, unless someone wants to hold this tray. No? Yeah, here you go. Yeah, you've got to go. There you go. Excellent. All right, everybody, here we go. The blessing over bread, the motzi, all together. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And anybody wants can grab a piece, and then when I find helper, they can bring this out with them, or we can shake everybody's hands. There we go. Actually, free. No, try to quit. It's good stuff. No.
on Amazon.
I didn't make it. And together we say, Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov.